He's checking his phone. He's checking his phone.
Hey YouTube, what is going on? My name is Andrew, aka the Black Dragon. This is Black Dragon Studios, and we're gonna start a new series here. We're kind of gonna move away from Andrew Dawson now. Let's leave Andrew Dawson alone. That whole situation has been pretty much debunked, demythed, but nevertheless, quite an interesting story and one that will live on in the history of the internet to be one of the most interesting mysteries never to be fully solved. But I think we've kind of arrived at a place there with that one. And the whole intention of me bringing that video to you guys, this, by the way, this is not an Andrew Dawson video. As you can tell in the title, it has nothing to do with Andrew Dawson. But I'm just saying this to kind of give some context to what's going to be shown in today's video. I like to go on TikTok and I like to find interesting people. I like to find interesting videos. And then I like to share them here and talk about them here with you guys on YouTube, have a conversation with you guys about them, see what you guys think of them. And that's basically it. That's basically the only reason why I did the Andrew Dawson story in the first place. It wasn't to prove or disprove the theory, like, or to investigate the situation. It had nothing to do with Andrew Dawson, if I'm being completely honest. If it were anybody else, he just happened to be the one to post those videos. If it was someone else, I would have probably did the video on that person, you know. So basically what I'm trying to say to you guys, I'm going to bring you guys some interesting videos from TikTok. I'm on there a lot, and I'm sure none of you guys, well, most of you guys, I shouldn't say none of you guys, most of you guys aren't able to spend as much time as I do on TikTok. I'm able to go in there deep, man, and, dig out. Today was a pretty easy video because we got two crazy stories that literally just happened within the last 3 days. One, the first video is going to be of a man. Well, there are going to be three topics today. The first video is just going to be a quick, haha type thing of a man and his dog, his beloved dog that he has trained very well, by the way. Um, yeah, and he's going to do a little freestyle rap with his dog, beatboxing, I guess just a little freestyle beatbox with his golden retriever. And then we're going to move into a man from Phoenix who's protesting, claims to be the real life Spider-Man, and I don't disprove. I can't say that his theory is wrong or his claim is wrong anymore after you see what he did in climbing up one of the biggest, tallest buildings in the world. Well, maybe not in the world, but definitely one of the tallest buildings that I've ever seen anybody climb up successfully without any harnesses, restraints, any help whatsoever, just going on raw strength and balance, and the man literally made it up the building and then got arrested. So we're going to see that. And the third video I'm going to share with you, tragedy strikes, man, in Syria, in Turkey. Um, a magnitude 7.8 earthquake followed by a 7.5 magnitude earthquake 3 days ago hit the region, and it took out the whole city within a couple of 10-second strikes, followed by some aftershocks, which will probably last going into next week, maybe the week after, possibly even longer. But the worst of it should be over by now. And that's not a good thing because the worst of it means that not just a city, but an entire region has been completely and utterly obliterated by these earthquakes. So we're going to take you into this footage of the before, during, and after. And in a reverse sort of fashion, we're going to first do the actual footage of the earthquake happening. Then we're going to go into the after of what happened after. And then we're going to take you into some theory. Apparently, a man predicted this 2 days or 4 days before on his Twitter. Nobody listened, of course. And it's actually there. I went and checked. I'm going to show you guys that tweet. And there's a doctor afterwards. We got doctor from Turkey, his opinion of this whole situation and why he thinks that these things could possibly be prevented in the future. So let's go into the first video here now, and we'll talk about this all after. We'll see what we have to say about it after. Hope you guys enjoy. Go ahead, sub to the channel, like the video, and leave a comment in the comment section. All right, here's the man and his dog.
Un, dos, tres, ahora. Un, dos, ay, qué hermoso. Rocky Patita. Rocky Patita, Rocky Patita, Rocky Patita, Rocky Patita. Un beso. Rocky un beso. Rocky un beso.
Week to try to get as much publicity as well you would think. And now you would say he is about 3/4 of the way up there and waiting for.
Oh my god, my hands are sweating. I cannot. Look at him standing there like fucking Superman.
We'll continue to wait it out for you right here on live now from
Just dust it off. It's nothing to you. You're insane.
Take a quick 2-minute break.
You're insane, gold member.
It's a very tense moment as we continue to watch this guy scale the building.
My hands are sweating.
Downtown Phoenix.
He's checking his phone. He's checking his phone.
The man was literally halfway up the building, checking his phone. Staring down at his death. One slip away, one wrong move away from falling 20 stories to his death. And he's checking his phone. Now I'm going to bring you his perspective. He streamed this. Yeah, he streamed it from his phone. I'm going to bring you into that.
Hey guys, up here in Phoenix, up on the Chase Tower, we are climbing today to raise money for a woman named Hope, who is 22 weeks pregnant, and we just want to help her. She has some disabilities. We want to help her choose life, so please, if you guys want to donate, go over to letthemlive.org. See, we have a little prayer session going on there. Pro-Life Wolverine and a bunch of friends gathered. So just go to letthemlive.org and help support Hope.
That is Jamie Oakes. You can go check out his TikTok if he's not in jail. He'll be scaling buildings in your local jurisdiction, so be sure to look out for his posts. And you know, like take advice from a professional, man. Always have a prayer group located directly beneath you whenever you're scaling a building of 10 stories or higher, just to be safe. Now here we go. We got this one here where there's no sound really other than the person that was watching this live on his TikTok recording it. There will be no other sound here other than we get to watch Jamie make it to the top of this 40-story building and then get arrested.
Come on, dude. Oh my gosh, come on. Oh, what a nut, man.
I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what you proved, Jamie. I really don't know, man. You scared the hell out of a lot of Americans that day, and I'm sure it's not something we want to have repeated ever again. If you're out there listening. Yeah. Well, and that brings us to our final part of the video. Here we got the earthquake. This is not really a tragic video. It's just more of an inside look at what you can expect inside of a gym during a 7.8 earthquake. Didn't see initially the reason I said that not really a tragic video, I think I saw some people actually get crushed there. Never mind. I don't know if they actually got crushed by anything heavy. That guy over there in the far back left of the video actually looks like he does get crushed. Pretty good. And there was another one in there that got crushed too. Although I don't know what that material is falling, if it's light material, but I don't know. I'm not going to speak on it. It's I shouldn't have said that. I'm going to get so much hate in the comments for saying that. That's not what I meant by it didn't look quite as, you're going to see what it didn't look quite as bad. I didn't see the people get crushed when I first saw that before making that comment, but I thought everybody got out of there safely, but no, I guess not. So let's go and see what other ones I got here. Okay, yeah, this one happened. This is what happens after an earthquake when buildings are pretty much on their last legs, just waiting to topple over by the aftershocks. So. Yeah, the body count last night when I checked was over 8,000. And they're still searching. So prayers go out to everybody in Turkey right now, and yeah, let's come together and do some charity, do some, donate to charities, etc., and help these people out, man. I got more for you here. Same thing after the quake. This is what happens. So what the earthquake didn't instantly take down, this happened, I can't even count probably. If you take a look at the before and after pictures from the helicopter view of the city, it's unbelievable, man. Just imagine an F5 tornado going through an entire territory, an entire region, not just a city, not just a large city, but taking out an actual a state or a province. The whole thing gone, Not quite that large, but you get what I'm saying. It wasn't just a small area. This is going to severely impact Syria for a very long time here to come. One of the worst this is probably the worst natural disaster to occur in the 2000s, to be honest with you. So we got that. I'm going to share with you guys this doctor's opinion. This is actually a doctor from Turkey who thinks that things like this could be prevented. The catastrophe could have been maneuvered around, not exactly prevented, but definitely prepared for more than they prepared for it. Let's go and take a look at what he has to say.
I'm not expecting that much collapse. No, it shouldn't be like this. No, there's something wrong. It is Turkey's most widespread earthquake disaster. poorly constructed buildings can't survive 2 earthquakes of this magnitude in a few hours. It is impossible. In the last century, okay, there have been only 2 earthquakes bigger than today's earthquake in Turkey. One was just 1939 and the other was 1999. And we pay attention to the Istanbul region, not to this region. If we would have given for rehabilitation priority also to this region, I think we can survive a lot of lives. Although we have a lot of laws, okay, we have a lot of power to construct correctly, but I think we are again not correctly constructing, adequately constructing. We are not checking, controlling the construction adequately. I think this is the main reason of these collapses and causalities.
Yeah, so I mean, I guess basically what the doctor's trying to say here is that he thinks that the buildings could have been more properly structured so that they would be able to survive an earthquake of this magnitude. I'm not sure I agree with that. Let me know what you guys think if you agree with that. Why? I'm not an expert on on disaster planning, but I just don't think that we could ever prepare for a disaster of this level of intensity other than just vacating the area. And I'm going to bring you into the next video, which will state a man, this is from Conspiracy Killer 9 on TikTok, is going to shed some light on a man that actually predicted this 2 to 3 days before it actually happened, and nobody listened to him apparently. So maybe we got to start taking stock of these weather forecasters a little more, these experts, these geologists, and get out the way, before these things happen. Let's go ahead and hear and see what he says. I know it's easier said than done, but hey, if it can save 10,000 lives, I know you're not going to save the land, but at least you could save the lives.
Frank Hugebeets, researcher at the Netherlands-based Solar System Geometry Survey, said in a tweet posted on Friday that sooner or later there will be a M7.5 earthquake in this region, south-central Turkey, Jordan, Syria, Lebanon. Exactly 3 days after the Twitter post, the natural disaster struck Turkey and Syria. Separately, in a YouTube video, Hugebeets predicts that larger seismic activity might occur with a magnitude of up to 6 in the region from February 4th to 6th. We could see some seismic increase from 4th to 6th, most likely in the 6th magnitude range, mid-6, high 6 maybe, he adds. But because of that planetary lunar geometry from 31st to the 3rd of February, with lunar geometry in between, there is a slight possibility of a serious seismic event around the 4th. Again, I'm not at all sure about it, and not saying there is a high probability, but it is more like a slight possibility, something to keep in mind, he goes on. The researcher points to some critical planetary geometry to base his prediction. Pakistan, Afghanistan, Indian and the western part of Indian Ocean could also be candidate for large seismic activity given the atmospheric fluctuations he picked up. He said these were but rough estimates, and not all larger earthquakes leave a footprint in the atmosphere, and they do not announce themselves.
Okay, so I think you guys get the point. I mean, just take a look right here. You'll see it. He February 3rd, he predicted it. And even on the 2nd, he predicted it still. So although he said that it was a slight possibility, even of something this insane happening, I don't know if enough was done. I'm not blaming anyone. I'm just saying I don't know if enough was done. I'm not blaming anyone specifically. I don't know if enough was done to prevent the amount of death toll that's taken place over this. So it's been a tragic few years. A lot of people are claiming apocalypse. The end times are upon us, starting with COVID and moving toward now the Russians invading Ukraine and possibly invoking a World War III, which could possibly bring in some nukes. I'm not going to get into it, but this is just what's happening in the world. Now, followed by this earthquake, you know, which is within 10 seconds, 20 seconds, has killed off more people than we could ever imagine could be killed in that amount of time. So I don't know what to say, man. I'm pretty speechless at that. Like, he predicts the exact place that it's gonna happen and the exact time that it's gonna happen. Frank Hooker Beats. You can go look him up on Twitter. He's a geologist, studies, he's a researcher, and yeah, just sad, man, just sad. So there's really nothing I can say, you know, that's ever going to make this better for anybody. I just send my condolences and my deepest, you know, my deepest sincere apologies to anybody who's currently directly or indirectly involved in that situation. I can't imagine what you're going through. What can we do to help these guys? Whoever's watching the channel, what can we do to help these people in Turkey? Can we start a, you know, a charity or donate to some of these reputable charities that are already established? I implore you guys. Don't even subscribe to instead of subscribing to the channel, go donate $1. That's what I want you all to do today. Go donate $1 to charity. If everybody who watches this video, if we get 100,000 views on this video, that's $100,000 that you can donate, that we can donate. You know, go donate, man. I'm going to do it. I'll donate $1. I don't know. I'll find a charity and I'll donate to it. You guys find it, you know, a charity of your choice. I'm not going to tell you guys what to do, you know, but that's what I hope you do. And that's what I'll definitely be doing. So, you know, let's help these people get out from under the rocks. And no pun intended. So, well, I haven't depressed you guys enough. You guys stuck it out to the end. Hope you guys enjoyed the video for what it was worth. And I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out.